Hi, this is Ben Hollifield from Yansa Labs. Now, our customers love TrendSeeker for ServiceNow because it helps them to monitor their ServiceNow instance, identify troubling data trends before they become issues, and react to those trends. However, there's always been the underlying inconvenience that whenever TrendSeeker identifies a trend and bundles up all the records that are the source of that trend, then a technician still needs to come along and look through all those records to triage what the root cause is, commonalities, and how to fix it. However, now, with the advent of AI in enterprise, we have a great tool to help us short-circuit that inconvenience. Introducing TrendSeeker AI for ServiceNow. Now, if you're not familiar with TrendSeeker, I suggest going back to watch the older videos or read the documentation and understand what it does. Essentially, TrendSeeker is a 24/7 sentry that monitors data on your ServiceNow instance according to your configuration, looks for trends that might be troubling, and then reacts to those trends by creating new records or sending notifications or running scripts. This is often used for things like identifying a problem from a number of incidents before it becomes too serious, or identifying issues with integrations that may not be performing well, understanding knowledge gaps, things people are searching for. There are many, many use cases. TrendSeeker AI still supports those use cases the same as it ever has. However, now there's a new intelligence tab on the TrendSeeker rules form. This allows us to employ AI intelligence to analyze all of the underlying records in a trend, try to identify root cause, look at commonalities between those records, and help us to more quickly triage and respond to the trend. All we have to do is click the Analyze Findings button to enable this. You're allowed to pick which fields from the source records that you wish to send for AI analysis. This enables us to be conscious of security, only send exactly what we need to, and also to weed out any sort of data that may be typically not necessary to diagnose a problem. And then finally, you can set a prompt for how to analyze that data. Because people use TrendSeeker for so many different types of use cases, we wanted to make it easy for you to tailor the prompt to the use case for this particular rule. Let's look at an example. So this TrendSeeker rule is for proactive problem management. If it identifies an above average number of P1 incidents on the same CI, it will automatically generate a problem record to help solve that problem. And if we go over here, we can see a correlation that was built around that TrendSeeker rule. Now this just includes 3 incidents, but it was above average for a particular CI, so a problem record was created. If we scroll up, we'll see the old school programmatic description of this trend, but beneath that is the AI analysis. We'll see it's more in depth. It gives us a summary of the impact. It'll give us incident patterns. Which locations is this happening? Which CIs or other services are affected? Is there a commonality between the users that are reporting this? All of this will help us to more quickly get a snapshot of what this trend might be and how we might solve it. And you're able to iterate on these analyses as well. We keep track of the field and the prompt from the TrendSeeker rule that led it to this analysis, but as you are trying to hone in on exactly what the issue may be, you can add additional fields and additional data to what the AI can see and change your prompt. And this allows you to work with the AI to come to the best conclusion. Some correlations may have hundreds or thousands of underlying source records, and being able to iterate and have AI look through all these instead of a human having to do it can save hundreds of hours for a single trend. We've been blown away by the effect that AI in TrendSeeker has had on our own testing and internal implementation of this tool at Yansa Labs. But we're most excited to see what you, our customers, do with this. As you test and start to use this in your own ServiceNow implementations, please let us know what we can do to make TrendSeeker AI even better in the future. Thank you. Goodbye.